So wake up and make sure that, like, every day has something productive in it, and something productive. Again, please don't measure. Don't be like, ish, ma, if I tell so and so that this is what I did and according to me it's productive, they won't even get it. It's not about anyone else, it's about you. It's about you doing something that will help you, that will work towards your goal. I personally believe that each and every person should have social media, these days, because it's very important. We want to own companies, we want to own small businesses, side hustles, or whatever, and it's very important for you to learn to engage with other people. Now, as much as they say social media can either make or break you, it is also such a nice place to be yourself, to express yourself, to literally just say whatever you want to say, whether people are engaging or they're not engaging. You are learning, to put your thoughts out there. You are learning to put what you want to do out there. That's very important, because as soon as you start a business, you don't get to struggle with that, because you might think, what's hard about posting, until you do it, until you realize this thing we're taking, like, it's not as easy as I thought.
Do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Do your thing, keep on, Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. It's from Sickles and Milani, it's from Sickles and Milani. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. It's from Sickles and Milani, it's from Sickles and Milani, yeah. Now keep on hustling, hustling. Gotta put the work, gotta grind, yeah. It's Rozecca and I'm, yeah. Follow and subscribe if you wanna. Do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. It's Rozecca and I'm, it's Rozecca and I'm, yeah.
So in today's video, we are going to be talking about planning your year, planning your month, planning your week, or planning your day. So firstly, I'd like to say I am aware that we all have different schedules. We're all doing different things in our lives. So I'm going to try my best to try and cover as much as I can, and also, like, it might not relate with everyone, so don't come at me saying, hey, because you just have to listen to this and then see where your life fits. Okay, so firstly, I'd like to say it is very important that you plan whatever it is that you want to do, because then now planning increases the chances of you actually doing it. After identifying what you want to achieve, planning is literally you now going to sit down and seeing how much time you have, how much money you need, how much what you need, so that you can work towards it. Planning helps you work towards it. It's the first step of working towards something, other than just like chilling and being like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it didn't happen. Chances are it won't even happen, because you didn't plan for it. You didn't give it a chance to happen. So number one, I'm gonna start with planning your year, because I feel like that's the easiest. So how do you plan for a year? For me, I feel like planning your year simply means identify your goals. What are your biggest goals? Firstly, you need to identify the goals that must happen. There are some things that we're thinking, this must happen, and then there are those goals where, like, what, I'd like them to happen. Like, if they happen, when it's a bonus, but if they don't happen, it's not a bummer, but I'd like them to happen. And then there are those ones where you just like, just enjoy the cream on top. And if they happen, it would be like a big win, but if they don't, it's still not a loss. So, and then there's like those ones that you just add, okay, fine, like, it can happen. So now, when it comes to your goals that must happen, they're all different from each and every one of us. We all have like different goals, but we do all know the year can end without you having anything tangible that you've done. Like, the year, don't let the year end next. Like, do not allow that with your life. Don't just live and breathe for 365 days and you have nothing to show for it. And it doesn't have to be anything big, like, it doesn't have to be I bought a car, I bought a house, whatever. It doesn't have to be that. It can literally be something so small as I achieved 1 to 3. I was exercising and now I achieved my body goals. It can be I achieved a distinction at school. Like, it can be something small as that. I started something. I started a YouTube channel, you know, something as simple as that, you know. It can even be I wanted to record 100 songs this year and I did that, you know. So it doesn't have to be anything hectic, anything that needs a lot of money, you know. It can be something small, but as long as you achieved something. So going back to planning, so firstly you need to identify your goals and then group them accordingly, you know, according to how much you want which one to happen, you know, like to really happen, and how much you don't mind if this one would happen, you know. It's a win, you're not mad at it. So after identifying, now you go back and sit down, and then with a timeline, you know, and you see we're already in the first month of the year. That means we are left with 11 months and a few days. So how important is this? Or besides how important is it, when can I be able to complete it, you know? When can I be able to do this, you know? Because some things take time. You know, for example, if maybe you're exercising and you want body goals, it won't be something that you can do within the first 3 months of the year. I don't believe that, you know. I feel like it takes time. And then there are some things that you can literally wake up and go do tomorrow. So you sit down and then you plan your timeline. Okay, nka kgona ho etsa this time, nka kgona ho etsa this time. After planning your timeline, then now you see what do I need. Okay, wait, what do I need first before you plan your timeline? Because then that will determine when you can get what you need, you know. Because if it's money and if you have to save for it, you have to determine how many months you are going to save for that money for you to be able to come back now and make that goal a reality, you know. So after that, then that's when you can go to your timeline and place your timeline and then make those goals come true. That is literally what I mean by planning your year. Because at the end, you can't just be like, kinyaka koloi, and not plan, you know. Like, you have to be like, okay, kinyaka koloi, and then what car do I want? Options in okay, if I can't get this one, at least this one, or price range, you know. And then now go back and see, okay, if ka save ka thoma no ke tlo ba ke achieve le chelete e ke tlhokang by when. Sorry, I shouldn't speak Venek. I know. When am I going to put together the money that I need? And then now you come back to your timeline. Okay, by November I'll have enough money to go buy my Kia Picanto or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Other than just living and believing you buy a car, you need to plan. So, and then when we come to planning your month, it is so important, you know. As much as some of our lives are very spontaneous, like sometimes we really don't know what we're going to do, like everything we're going to do in a month. Because let's take you a hustler, you know, and you're just hustling and you are selling things, and it just depends on what's trending now for you to sell. So it's not easy for you to plan like your whole month because you don't know. But there's some things that you can plan for, you know. You can plan for, okay, by this month achieve 1 to 3. It doesn't matter how my month goes, like 1 to 3 has to be achieved. Whatever happens, I must make sure I affect these things, you know. That helps you also to not fall out of your way, you know, because sometimes you find you don't have plans and you're just going with the flow. You end up losing your way because you don't know what you were supposed to achieve by the end of the month. So now that helps sort of to guide you, you know. That helps sort of to guide you in terms of saying, okay, if I have 3 things to achieve this month, I know let's say I put 3 things to achieve every month. I know by the end of 12 months, I have achieved, what is 3 times 12? 36. You know, I have achieved 36 goals, you know. So at least, like, I feel like that will help you instead of yeah, I'm so and so years old, I'm 36 years old, I've not done anything for my life. In those little things will remind you you don't have to do huge things for you to be like, I did something this year. Even the little things that you did will help and will count, you know. I really hope I'm making sense. And then when it comes to planning your week, also same thing, you know. I think you guys now get it. Like, it is so important for you to plan so that you don't waste time, guys. Planning helps you waste. Imagine like just living week after week with no plans, and then 36 weeks later and you're just like, what did I do with my life? That's where the depression starts. So it helps to plan your week, to know, okay, so this week so far get 1 to 3 about my week. I might not know how it's going to end or how it's going to go, because only God knows that, you know, I don't have control over how my week goes, but I can have some little control. With that little control I have, let me put this in place. Okay, so these are my plans. And it doesn't hurt some weeks if you don't have plans like at all, and you're just like, hey, yeah, this week I really don't have anything new to plan. It's okay. Work towards your next week goals or your monthly goals, you know. So it's okay. It's understandable. Not everyone can have like plans for every week, because sometimes it's just like, hey, this week, Joe, I'm tired. I'm just gonna go to work, come back. For example, if you're just doing a 9 to 5, I'm just gonna go to work and come back, and that's it. But that's also planning. You see, that's also you planning for. I'm deciding to relax, you know, I'm deciding not to do anything. So by the end of the week, you won't beat yourself up because you had nothing lined up for that week. But the following week, now you plan, okay, guys, even if you're planning chores, yes, even if you're planning, wait, we're gonna get that when we're planning the day. So now let's go to the day, because now that we've spoken about a week, we are going to speak about the day, how to plan your day. So it depends on what you do, right? Like if you have a 9 to 5 and you're gonna go to work and come back, so your plans are probably gonna be like, I'm gonna wake up in the morning, bath, go to work, and then come back, eat. And okay, guys, honestly, I wouldn't know, because now when I was doing 9 to 5, I used to come back so late and I'd literally just sleep, you know. But that's because my monthly or my yearly plans was to buy equipment, so I didn't really have things that I wanted to achieve except buying. So the only thing that I was doing was saving money. So my plans fell under me saving money instead of, like, you know, actual things that I was doing, because month end I'd buy something and I'd be like, this was my goal, you know. So also I'm making, like, I'm putting this up so that you can understand sometimes your plans might be just to save money. Do that as long as you do have a plan out after koreka, you know. So with your daily goals, let's say you're not doing anything, so you can plan out, okay, if I can wake up at 7 in the morning, please don't sleep up until 8. If I can wake up at 7 in the morning and then maybe rest from 7 to 8, you know, collect some thoughts, and then from 8 to 9 I can clean, or 8 to 10, 2 hours to clean, to meditate, to do whatever, and then you go bath. Or some prefer waking up and going straight to bath, you know, we're different. So do whatever it is that you need to do when it comes to cleaning the house and cleaning your body. And then now you come back and you be like, okay, what can I do, you know, what can I do that's going to help my goal, that's going to help me achieve my goal or my plans or my future? So now you sit down and you ask yourself, what can I do? And then whatever the answer is, something that you can do now, you start doing that, you know. And you start doing, like, don't use all your time to just wake up and sit and chill and then do nothing in the couch, busy chatting to me, and then tomorrow same thing, you know. Like, do something, plan something, or okay, even if it got 2 hours to do whatever it is that you must do. And also don't be like, no, me I want to start a company, but there's currently nothing I can do towards it. Guys, I always speak about advertising. Like, advertise it, speak to your friend about it, even if you dedicate that 2 hours to just, like, you know, telling me about what you want to do with your business, and, like, you know, having a conversation that you take something from it and then you write something down. But the next day, now you're not having a conversation, now you're moving towards doing something else that's going to help you. Yeah, so that's what I had to say for today. So please kindly plan for things that you want to do. Sit down and actually plan, see how you can achieve them, and then go for them, because you cannot, like, you just cannot. It's not easy. It's very rare for you to achieve something that you didn't plan for, because it was not on your plans, you know. You were not working towards it. So planning helps you to work towards something. So yeah, that was my video for today. I hope we all have started something new since my last video. We spoke about starting, so I hope we've all started something new and we're all working towards it, and we are all planning our year. It's the beginning of the year. This is the best time to plan for the year, to plan for what you want, to place some goals. Do not be afraid when it comes to dreaming and just having goals and trying your best to work towards them. They don't have to happen, like, they don't have to happen immediately. They don't have to be things that will happen really, you know. As long as you plan for them and you tried your best, when they don't happen, you don't beat yourself up, but try your best to make sure that they happen and you reach your goals.